Welcome to the Talkin' Trash Addiction Recovery Podcast. We suffered in silence. Now we recover out loud.
Good evening. Welcome to the Channel 4 6 o'clock news at 9. Coming to you live from the Tuk Tuyuk Duk Waffle House and Seal Massage Parlor. Today's top story, a man who was wearing nothing but mirrors was arrested today, and he was released once he had time to reflect. Good evening, Talkin' Trash! Welcome to episode 222, which has some kind of numerology thing going.
Come on now.
We got a special guest all the way from the city of brotherly love, Anthony Cocco. Alrighty. And now to a man who has a statue of Darth Vader, and he calls it Mannequin Skywalker, Jimmy Snyder.
It makes me laugh.
It makes me laugh.
Episode 222. Dude's backstage. He's cool as shit, and he's from Philly. He's my guy. We'll get into it with him. I don't know. On Wednesday, no guests. It's going to be the four of us doing something fun. So check that out. Let's do our preamble so we can get into it.
Recover out loud.
This is our humble broadcast, where ethics and personal anonymity are of the utmost importance. We run this podcast as an act of service to those whose lives have been affected by addiction. We don't do it for profit or notoriety. We place principles before personalities. We benefit from this podcast just as much as anyone else. We all work programs and choose to sacrifice our own anonymity to spread the word that recovery is possible. We do this thing in an attempt to show, as living examples, that no matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That's the 9th step promise. It's our creed we abide by here on Talkin' Trash. We feel called to uphold AA and NA principles. We firmly believe that you can only keep what you have by giving it away. Please join us in a moment of silence, followed by the Serenity Prayer.
God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
All right, let's go around. Meet King. Talking trash. Let's meet us. We're so fun. Here we are. It is episode 222, and your staff on tap for tonight. First on deck is Bradley Mansfield. Brad.
Hey, guys.
He's a swearer. He's going to try not to, but I told him don't keep swearing. Part of his thing. We love that about him.
You're saying he's
Brad
Polish.
is 47. He's from Saskatchewan. He's just an all-around great guy, and he loves what we do. Jimmy Lytle, from Saskatchewan. Jimmy is our Director of Community Relations. Jimmy's a gem and a half, man. He's been here a long time, and people love him. We love him. Audience loves him. He's just a great person. Once in a while, he's a pain in the ass. Next on deck is Willie D. Will, he sent me 11 TikToks since we started the intro. Will is 44 years old. He is from Georgia as well.
Gotta keep the motivation
coming up on 3 years clean. He's just an absolute gem on this show. I run the show because
I'm a diamond.
You're a diamond. I'm an old graphic designer from the 90s.
Hey.
I'm cool as shit when it comes to
Rough
this.
Rider.
Rough Rider roll. So I'm 3 years clean and sobs. That's 1,100 and something days. And there you have it. There's your team of Talkin' Trash.
Ooh, I could use some weights.
Happening.
Ooh, good. Well,
Hey,
where's
everyone.
Willie?
Well done.
Hey, I'm switching
Well
something
done.
real quick.
You do you.
I'm
Uh,
right here. I'm switching something real quick.
All right.
Take your meds, Brad.
Let's read our.
I like following my camera, is why I do it.
It is cool. I don't know. I don't
know how it does it.
I wish I had that feature. I don't know. How's everybody doing?
Not all at once.
Oh, it's funny. Me and Jimmy both. Well, I'll tell you. Today has been a hot fucking day. So I was outside most of the day at my neighbor's pool, just kind of hanging out, and did a little work in the garage and tried to stay in the AC. I think right now it feels like, I don't know what this would be in Fahrenheit. Maybe someone else can tell me, but I think it feels like about 44, 45 degrees Celsius
It's
right
like
now.
102.
That's like 75 degrees. No,
No, it's way hotter.
No.
No, I mean the other way. Yeah, all right, I got it.
It's hot.
Everybody's in the house. Hi, Angie. Hi, Jenny.
Yeah, girls.
So, what did I ask? Is anybody struggling? And anybody struggling on anything in particular? Just feeling like shit today? I know I am. I'm just gonna throw it out there, and I don't know why. I just am. So, I guess
Honestly, I'm knock on wood. I'm running about. I never like to say 0 for pain because there's, that's life, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm running about a 3.5, but I mean, nothing that's not unmanageable. I'll put it that way.
Right, I got you.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm just having.
Oh.
I woke up this morning. Oh, you're just frozen. You're fine.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning and I jumped out of bed and I was having a panic attack, a physical panic attack. It sucked, and like I got over it, but like, damn, that shit is bad. And I was able to, but like, it was a rough one. Will, how are you doing?
I am doing wonderful. I'm tired. But yeah, I'm doing great.
Good.
Doing my thing. Just staying
Good to
busy.
hear. This is a fun little thing I found on the internet.
Toot, toot, toot.
Toot, toot,
Toot,
toot.
toot.
What
toot,
do
toot,
you
toot.
know about it?
I'm an adult and I learn things as I go along in this life.
What are you trying to say?
That helps.
I don't.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, 3 twos represent harmony, balance, and partnership. In numerology, seeing repeating twos is considered an angel number that encourages you to trust your intuition, collaborate with others, and have faith that everything in your life is unfolding exactly how it should. Feels good to say it. I don't know if I mean it.
That's actually pretty cool.
When you see that, it's confirming what you think, what you already think.
Yep. There it is. I know.
It's a confirmation.
I know. So, Jenny, if everything goes to plan on Wednesday, it'll just be the 4 of us.
Just
and
the
we need
4 of us.
Just the 4 of us. So, like, we need every once in a while, we need a show for us, and we'll do that on Wednesday. It'll be fun. Oh, my cat is locked in here. Oh, honey, you're beat. So Angie said it's been hot here in Illinois. Holy shit, it is brutal out there.
That's gross.
I don't go outside anymore. I live inside, and it's like 49 degrees in here, so I'm good. I came across something the other day and made me realize that we don't talk a lot about gambling. And yeah, we'll start to support it as we go forward. Gamble. Do you guys ever look at something like gambling and think, that's not an addiction? That's not as bad as what I got.
We gamble with our lives every day.
Yeah,
Agreed.
true.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You know what? Never have addiction's addiction. So gambling, I definitely associate with that. So I was
live
reading
in Las Vegas. Let's just say I
was reading a stat the other day, and I don't know if this is Canada, North America, the state. I don't know how it was, but I'm thinking it was Canada. But the 3 top addictions right now are fentanyl, opiates, and gambling. That's the top 3 things that people struggle with addictions. And I don't know if that's where know where that stat come from, but
that sounds like Canada.
It's a whole new world, gambling. You can do it on your fucking phone in your bed. And
sports gambling. They specified sports gambling actually.
100%.
Yep.
That's why it's number 3 now. And like that kind of shit. Like, yeah, that's like it's you pull your phone out and lose $1,000 in 3 seconds and put it away, and then people do that shit too. I played around on online gambling. I was like, holy shit, this is way too easy to lose my money. But yeah, nowadays you can get whatever you want, and people will empty this shit out. So 1-800-GAMBLER is that resource for those struggling with gambling addictions. And most people are cross addicted. You know what I mean? Like if you're a heroin addict and you start gambling, you don't realize that you're going to be addicted like that to how you work. Like you're addicted by your personality, not by your persuasion. So
and another thing too, like for us, all of us, like with our drugs, alcohol, like so that's our DOC type of thing. So now that we're all in recovery, it's pretty easy to slip to the other side and be like, oh well, I may as well open up Sports Interactive here and make a couple bet. Next thing you know, you're down a rat. So you gotta really tippy toe with that shit, right? Because we plug off one hole. Sometimes another one likes to burst open. You know what I mean?
Almost every time.
Yeah.
Almost every time.
Yeah,
Look at this.
Jordan.
Our boy. I don't know why this hit me, but the other day I saw that he's a year clean, and
3 years.
I was-
Yeah.
3 years clean. I meant, and that's awesome. We're so happy about that. So we did something like this.
Step by step, day by day, fresh start over, different hands of play. Deeper we fall, the stronger we stay. Make it better, second time around.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
for Blair.
Oh, boy.
Good
Yeah.
job, Blair.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations, buddy. 3 years is
Good
quite
job.
the feat, buddy.
Proud of you. Proud of him. I remember he was here last year. I remember, he was so emotional and tired.
Yes.
I can't wait to see him again. He made an impact on me. So we're happy to see that, Blair. Comment. Alan Buns. Hey, buddy. Hey,
Yeah,
boy.
Hi, boys. All looking good,
Vargo.
especially B-Rad. They love Brad. If you have to ban yourself from Hard Rock Casino, you may have a problem. Just exactly. Yep.
Which one?
Good
Wait,
job,
right.
Andrew.
Hard rock.
Exactly.
Hard rock.
I know, but which one?
yeah, I guess
Umbrella. Like an umbrella thing. All right, let's put our daily flapjack.
Well, flapjacky.
Daily Reflections is an AA-driven enterprise of some sort. It's not ours, but we like you long time. Let's read Daily Reflapjacks here on the Talkin' Trash Pod Flaps.
Brad,
Oh, yeah.
I see you back there, buddy. I'm doing the same thing
He's
tonight.
doing
I'm
it.
pumping out. Oh my god. Go ahead, Jimmy boy.
Alrighty, kids. For July the 12th, giving up center stage. For without some degree of humility, no alcoholic can stay sober at all. Without it, they cannot live to much useful purpose, or in adversity be able to summon the faith that can meet any emergency. From the old 12 and 12, page 70. Why do we balk at the word humility? I am not humbling myself towards other people, but towards God, as I understand him. Humility means to show submissive respect and being humble. I realize I am not the center of the universe.
Yeah.
When I was drinking, I was consumed by pride and self-centeredness. I felt the entire world revolved around me. No shit. That I was the master of my own destiny. Humility enables me to depend more on God to help me overcome obstacles, to help me with my own imperfections, so that I may grow spiritually. I must solve more difficult problems to increase my proficiency. And as I encounter life's stumbling blocks, I must learn to overcome them through God's help. Daily communion with God demonstrates my humility and provides me with the realization that an entity more powerful than I is willing to help me cease trying to play God myself. Refracto, kiddos.
There you have it. When I hear this, real quick, it reminds me of really early recovery, like maybe like my first time in it. Just, oh my God, I got my voice back. I sound good. I feel good. I want everybody to hear me, and it's taking me out. So like, checking yourself, giving up center stage. You're not. I don't know if it's because we were under the influence or what, but we thought we were the center of the universe. Everything had to revolve around us and our hidden addiction or whatever. But yeah, I was a good one today, boys. What do you think?
Okay, well, let's see. Humility is essential for sobriety and spiritual growth. And that was the first thing my sponsor, Don, who just recently passed, kid, you got to be humble. And it's true, but humility is not thinking less of yourself. It's recognizing that you're not king shit at Turd Island. Like just realizing, hey, there's something out there. Whether it be the doorknob or the collective or like Brad, your mom, whatever it is. Like, you know?
You know, I don't like doorknob
pick something
thing,
and
but
go with it.
I get
unless
it.
you work
I
at a
mean,
hardware store. I've heard that.
Greasy poles.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
So
You're too short to fit on it.
Want to try, Will?
I had a text message. Yes. This jersey's not available, but it's cool as shit.
It is cool. It is cool.
Talkin' Trash Heritage jersey.
Come on.
Nope.
Nice.
So can I touch on the daily reflat flap?
You can touch all.
it.
You can touch away, baby.
Oh, it's your birthday.
Hello, sailor.
So first thing I thought of was like you said, I was the center of the universe. It was all about me. Everything that happened was because of me. So I had to, my fucking ego was always the problem for me. Yep, you can do the check marks again, Jimmy. But the ego was a tough one for me, right? Because I always wanted to be center of attention. I always wanted to be the best at what I was doing, blah, blah, blah. Like that's how I was. But once I realized about my ego and I had to have ego deflation, once I realized like that was a big one for me. So my sponsor told me that one, like about ego deflation, because I was always thick-skulled, thick-headed that way. But once I started realizing that I wasn't everybody's focus, and it's so funny how we all, I think that as addicts and alcoholics.
Yeah.
Like I struggle with that, and that's still something I still struggle with a little bit today, where it's like, what is somebody saying? Why are they saying that? What's the direct towards? You know what I mean? Like, what's their agenda? Or like, what's their agenda?
Yep.
Nobody actually really gives a shit. Pardon my French. And it sounds bad saying that.
Doesn't count, Jimmy. Doesn't count.
But,
Shit.
Shit don't count.
He can say shit.
It's fuck. We're counting. Sorry. But do you know what I mean? Like, so I always struggled all my addiction, and still early in my addiction, I still struggle with that too, about what people think and what people are, what people's agenda are. At the end of the day, people aren't really sitting around wondering what the hell Brad is doing and what Brad is up to. Do you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Once I got that out of my head, it got a lot easier, where it's like, oh wait, nobody cares. Not that nobody cares, but people aren't sitting around wondering what Brad's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. I do. I mean, yeah.
So that's how I took that reading. I made me think of ego. So
yeah.
Good job, Bradley.
Good job.
Thanks,
So
Jimmy.
this is what we look at. Do you guys see the live on the top left? It says live. It's red. It's got a counter.
17 minutes, 20 seconds.
Okay, mine says 1.4 billion. No, that's trillion. I don't know what it is. But that's a very strange thing to say.
That's a long time we've been on.
I know, right?
Love you a long time.
But yeah, 100 Gambler. If you have that kind of an issue, that's there for you. So is 988. A lot of gambling addicts. My uncle Lenny killed himself probably because he was a heavy gambling addict. I don't know. People will get in debt and be like, "I'm done."
In casinos, they have all the windows locked above the second floor. They have them sealed shut, screwed shut.
Yep. Isn't that's crazy when you think about it, right?
To prevent people from jumping out the window.
Yeah, 100%. But isn't that nuts that they do that and still do that?
Very well put, Brad. Very well put.
But you know what I mean? Like, you can go downstairs, but you can't go upstairs and jump, right? Like, it's,
let's do our upcoming guest real quick before I forget. No, keep talking. So when you think of this, Will, I don't know. Somebody say something for like 30 seconds.
Brad, go.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Give up on me. You have confidence in me. You have faith in me. It's all about me, Tim.
Right, I know. I get it. It makes a lot of sense.
No, but I was thinking that even though when it was all about us and we were self-consumed and it was all, we were only in our mind. Me personally, I was just thinking, hey, I'm just solving my own problem. I'm not involving anybody else, but in reality, you're involving everybody.
Exactly. Yeah, and they didn't sign up for it. You know what I mean?
We thought we were so like narrow. Or was that our vision was just so tunneled on
tunnel vision? Yeah.
Well,
that's what I was saying. Like, is it really the person, or is it the fact that they're under the influence that's changing their right? Exactly. You got to get to baseline reset and to reset. And yeah, right. When Will says that, it means like, yes, it's crazy to look back at it from a distance and analyze it, but when you're in the middle of it and you're running, it doesn't mean anything. It
all makes sense what you're doing when you're all messed up in a sense. Like it's like, that's exactly what I should be doing. Like stealing or whatever.
Everybody's fooled. You know what I mean? We're just fucking idiots. We're the last person to know that we got a problem. And that's how it is. And it's family loves you, so they forgive you. They forgive you, and then they get to a point where they can't forgive you anymore, or they're enabling you or whatever. And that's all case by case basis. But yeah. Oh, by the way, gentlemen, Liz will be back on August 20 something, 28, 24th, I think.
26, I think so.
26.
26. Yep. So that's cool. Liz is.
I'm glad you said that because I was just working on a guy for the 26th, but I can get him for another day. No big
All right.
deal. I'm glad you
Good
said that
on
because
ya.
that's what we.
Good boy.
Well, it's kind of
Yeah,
just
yeah.
happened, and I'm not ready with this schedule. Here it is. So very exciting schedule coming up. We are booked all the way through the rest of the month, and then we'll have Tommy Wilkes will be in the house. Will,
Stop it. I mean, you saying this, you keep teasing us.
I don't. Yeah, I just want you to be
And
as
he's like Santa Claus. I mean, you never see him, but he's there.
agreed.
So I'm guessing he's friends with you guys. And you guys,
Yeah,
know,
we
like,
know him.
Former.
We love him. He's
Yeah.
great.
Former OG. Yeah.
Upper left there, Tommy Wilkes. Yeah, he was the host on the show for a little bit while he was getting back together. So yeah, he's our boy. Me and Will love him to a degree and from a distance. But Tommy's a good dude. He's always going to be part of our family. Jimmy, could you read what we got going on here?
Alrighty, so upcoming guests next Sunday we have Chad Hogan coming off the top rope, oh yeah, followed by Larry the Crusher Foster on the 22nd. On the 26th we got Dustin Bay. Then we got Tommy Wilkes hopefully coming down the chimney, Blair stepping down the stairs, and Liz on the 23rd. Oh yeah.
There you have it.
Yeah, brother.
Very
yeah.
fun.
Coming to that top rope, oh yeah.
Yep. So what was I looking at? Is Count Chalk? There's he. There he is. Look at the guy with the bat. Like he's gonna take care of something, and he don't care. He's wearing matching pants. Larry in the house.
Oh yeah.
Looking good.
Deadly pants.
Me and my cousin just had this conversation. We think we're only hurting ourselves, but we're hurting the people who love us too. With that selfishness of our disease. It's the selfishness of our disease. But when you're in it, sometimes you got to be pulled out of it to get your head right, and that's kind of what we do.
But it's funny, or not funny, but it's kind of also a lot of times a learned behavior because you learned it from your parents.
Exactly.
He is right. You got that right.
And then when we're long enough in our addiction, it's like I know I said this already, but
yeah,
what we're doing or what I was doing, I didn't think it was a problem. I was like, oh, I'm not really hurting anybody else, and like everything around me was normal, but I didn't realize the shrapnel that I was leaving behind. Right.
Right. Like we're on a different channel. We're on channel 5. The rest of the world's on channel 4, and we're all just trying to we're looking at things from a channel 5
I'm on
perspective.
channel 3.
I know. We're all on channel.
That's a good channel.
That's how I look at it. It's all like when you're on channel 5 and you're high and your mood,
You see all the channels.
your behavior changes. We
were all on the wrong channel.
So
it's all about perspective.
That's right.
It is. Jimmy, look what I made for you.
Oh, look at that. The Waffle House.
That's Larry. So Larry,
Jimmy,
a returning
been
guest.
to a Waffle House?
Twice.
There's probably a Waffle House.
2 times. My first day in Georgia and Christmas of last year. 2 times.
They don't have locks on the doors, right?
I didn't know that. No.
They don't, or they do.
Close.
Okay.
Yeah, they're 24/7. It's gross in there. It makes me uncomfortable. The lighting's too hot.
No, it depends. You know what? It all depends on which one you go to and at what time.
Okay. I mean, I'll take your southern word for it, but I mean, I avoid it like the plague. It's like it just sounds disgusting.
Well, maybe you need to get the plague then.
Oh, fair enough. No arguments here. 222.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of smothered covered chunk diced and all that stuff.
So I didn't know this off topic. Sorry, guys. So I was going through all our platforms that we have. I did not know we were on Amazon Music podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
when
the lady we had on Wednesday said Tanya. She was like, why don't you guys use Zoom? And I'm like, I knew there was a reason why we don't do it. Couldn't think of it in the moment. So you have to
the subscription.
Well, I mean, the biggest difference for me is that we do one podcast and it transfers through our RSS stream to all these other podcasts.
Everyone,
Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, a bunch of them. So, and YouTube,
Tinder,
video podcast. Tinder, we're up. We're on Grindr.
You know what? I didn't even say nothing, and y'all
Christian
said it
Mingle.
before me.
Christian Mingle.
farmers only. But yeah, like I it's all right. That's all right.
It's actually funny. I didn't realize that how much we were like. So I think it's like Amazon Music, iHeart, Apple Podcasts, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, fucking YouTube. Like,
Where's that pen?
Mark it down.
All those.
Yeah, like a ton of them. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, crap.
Spotify.
I
We're
thought
gonna need another
everybody knew
pen,
that.
Brad.
Everybody, our website's pretty cool. It is totally up to date at all times, and it has all this shit on there. And yeah, so doing StreamYard, we're able to broadcast one show to multiple locations where you can't do that with Zoom. I know there's a reason, but that's why. So I'm just, it is what it is. I was ready to take her advice.
So was it Tanya or Tanya? It was Tanya?
It's Tanya. Oh, I forgot already.
Tanya.
If you want to be on the show, email Jimmy. Jim.
Hey, that's me.
Ash.
Yeah, come on, send me some freaking emails.
Yeah, bent right over.
What? What you say, boy? Hey, don't we have a guest waiting in the wings?
Yeah, we do. I have no idea. I have no idea how long this show is right now. It says 17 million.
26.
Let's bring our. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my god. All right, let's bring the guys gave me enough rope to hang myself, and I did.
Yep.
So just here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, he's not here. It is Anthony Cocco.
He was. There he is.
Hey, Anthony Cocco, how are you, buddy?
Good. I was thinking about leaving, but nah.
He's like, I'm out of here.
I have to mess with the cameras, so you can start your story. We didn't lose him.
Well, my name is Anthony. I live right outside of Philadelphia. I tell everybody Philadelphia just because it's easier to remember than all the little townships and counties that surround Philadelphia. About a half an hour away from there. Self-defense teacher, artist, man of many hats. Went to culinary school as a chef for a while. Father of 4, and surprise, surprise, I'm an alcoholic too.
Shocker.
So,
kids will do that to you.
Yeah.
Well, welcome aboard.
There was a shirt that I used to wear. It said, "Daddy drinks because you cry."
I should get that.
Yeah,
I love it.
Awesome. It's awesome. But I like to introduce myself that way when I'm talking, because for some reason it's a me thing. When somebody starts out and says, "Hi, my name is Bob and I'm an alcoholic," it's like you're more than that. Right. You're all those other things compiled. But you also you have an addiction problem, no matter what it may be. I have dabbled in just about everything, and only thing that I struggle with is alcohol. I do have my marijuana card, which I rarely ever use. I found it does help. I also have a lot of mental disorders.
100%.
You guys happy?
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hello.
Generalized anxiety, depression, PTSD. And I had all these things before, I started drinking. I had them since I was a boy, and take lots of medications to help keep me sane or partially sane. And I don't miss them. And my kids call them Skittles. So I always have little cups full of pills.
Taste the rainbow.
People used to look at me. I do live Zoom meetings for my AA meetings. Well, finally one day somebody said, "What are you doing?" Because I'm always, popping like this. I said, I got to take my meds, because I had other medical issues too. I had, surprisingly, about 5 years or so ago, I was getting ready to teach a class, and I was getting bad chest pains, and I said, I got to go. I want to leave. One of the parents followed me and made me get in their car, go to the hospital. They're like, why are you here? I'm like, I said, I got gas. I said, it's just a little something. It's no big deal. They're making a big deal out of it. They said, "Oh, you're having chest pain?" I said, "Yeah." They said,
that's the wrong one.
You come back here now.
Here's the morphine. Chest pain protocol.
Yes. Yep. So I get back there. They connect me up to all the different goodies, and they say, "We like to keep you overnight. We look for something like proteins in the blood or whatever. We didn't see it in yours, But I said you can't stay overnight. I said I'm a full-time dad, 4 kids. Can't leave them with their uncle the whole time. He can do fine, but if something else happens, I'll come back. I promise. Mm-hmm. And as they're getting the paperwork, I started getting the pain again. And they had me still connected up with all the little stickers and wires. I said, well, let's take a look. And there's like 3 of them, and they're all standing like this with their arms crossed behind me. And they're looking at the machine, and they go, yeah, you're having a heart attack. And I'm like,
I told the lady, I know that.
But I'm like, it was so calm. I was like, yeah, you're having a heart attack. And I'm like, well, what are you going to do? So I went in, and immediately they brought me upstairs, and they put some stents in my heart and some angioplasty. And about 2 years ago, I finally took the plunge, and I had a quadruple bypass. And I'm pretty, I think I'm young. I'm 55. I had it when I was 51. So,
yikes.
But my drinking story, my first drink, I was a kid. I come from an Italian family background from my father's side, and typical poor immigrants working in factories kind of deal. And we used to celebrate the holidays with cold duck. I don't know if you guys remember that.
I do know
cold duck.
Yep.
And the kids used to be able to get a little bit of cold duck mixed in with a lot of Sprite, and that was make us feel like one of the adults. So that was like my first taste of alcohol. It didn't really trigger anything.
What is this we're talking about?
How old he was?
Cold duck.
Yeah. Oh, the cold. It was a fine week.
It was a fine hour.
It's like the cheapest. It's like Ripple. So, but that's what they could afford. And they thought it was fancy because it was bubbly, colder champagne. And then through high school, I did as a lot of normal high school kids did. I was a weekend warrior. We used to get beer. We either had somebody that had an ID or somebody who didn't get it for us. And showing my age, I don't even know if they make it anymore. We used to buy beer balls, which is kind of like it's a ball, and it's like half the size of a quarter keg.
Yeah, my brother loved that shit.
We used to get those, and we used to barbecue on my back porch. My parents would allow me and a handful of friends to do so. The rule was your parents had to know, and I have to call them, and you have to give me your keys, and you can't leave. And that was back when you could do that. Now I'd be too afraid to do that, but that's what we did. Living outside of Philadelphia, I'm close to the country, and there's nothing much to do except parties on back roads or down by the creeks, and police were always coming. And it just wasn't cool. My dad gave me the option one time. He said, hey, if you guys ever, and one night we were out, I'm like, this is not cool. We're going to all get popped again. So we got in the car, drove back to the house, and I said, Dad, do you remember the time you made that offer? He's like, in the kitchen, everybody. And there's like about five of us. And he went to everybody's parents, and that was it. So that became our weekend thing, was drinking beer and throwing stuff on the grill, and just me and a handful of buddies doing it. I smoked a lot of weed. Pot was popular. Everybody grew it. So it was like when you went to a party, there was always a bag of pot on the table. Nobody's leaving with it. You could pack a bowl or do a gravity bong or whatever you wanted to do. That back in the days when nobody would steal it from you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
We used to go to this guy's house, and he'd have a trash bag. And he'd be like, what do you want? And like, give him $20, and he'd reach his hand in the bag and go, like this, show it to you. Go, he's like, is this fair? And you're like, yeah, that'll work. That's cool. So I was an athlete. I was a bodybuilder. In 2002, I was Mr. Keystone. 2004, I was Mr. Pennsylvania.
Damn.
Light heavyweight and overall winner. So when I was competing, drink. Can't can't drink and bodybuild. You can't get the fat and stuff off your body. So I like to call myself like a carnival drinker. Sometimes I drink a lot.
Right.
On the big roller coaster. Sometimes I was on the kiddie rides.
Yeah.
Only having a beer or two, and sometimes I was just sitting on the picnic bench eating my what the hell do they call that? With the sugar on it.
Candy cane.
Churro.
Candy.
Churro.
No, not candy cane. What the hell is it?
Churro?
Hey.
A churro? A churro. A churro.
Bless
Is that
you.
what it is?
Cocoa Puffs. Cocoa
That's
Puffs.
what I think you're talking about. It's a Mexican
Yeah.
thing, right? It's
No,
called a churro.
It's breaded sugar, just fried.
Yeah, that's what they're called, I
Thank
think.
you. My son just walked past here. He goes, funnel cake? That's it.
Oh, funnel cake.
Oh.
There you go.
Ooh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Funnel
Yeah.
cake is
So-
amazing, and the Delaware Valley is famous for these little things all over the place. And like funnel cake was awesome out there. It really was. You ever? Where do you go for a cheesesteak, Anthony? If you're in Philly, where are we going? Pat's or Geno's?
If you're in Philly, you got to go to Pat's.
Oh, boy. Boy.
Yeah.
People say Geno's. I'm just like, you can go. We're not gonna be friends.
No,
Yep, you can leave.
Pat's is, and then Pat's and Geno's both fight over who's the original. But
Yeah.
that's where you people are who aren't from Philadelphia. When you
You
order in
people.
this, well, you
I
guys,
know.
I don't feel
Just
rattling
fucking- I'm
off
fucking
all
with
your names.
you're
Can't
good.
get close
Oh,
enough to
another
read.
one.
You don't order a cheesesteak. You order a whiz.
One whiz with. I would get a whiz with.
Yeah, whiz with.
To each
whiz
their
with.
own. Guys, this place we're talking about, you go to a Flyers game or whatever, right? You go out to where this spot is. These two cheesesteak joints are literally right in front of each other.
Yeah.
They're like, you walk across the street, there's Gino, you walk across, and there's like fights over who's best or whatever. It's ridiculous. But yeah, there's a they don't mess around out there. The cheese.
It was on Diners Drives.
No.
Or Diners Drive-In.
Oh yeah, Donkey's Subs was but there's a lot of places to get good steaks in Philly. I'm just all right.
Oh,
I
definitely.
apologize, Anthony. You may continue your story.
Oh yeah. So basically, I drank on and off, and I'd mix my flavors up. I'd be on a beer kick for a while, then I'd be on a wine kick for a while, and then it was a shot and a beer. And I never really, except in my early 20s when we used to the clubbing days.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Back when I was younger, we would take. Actually, we're smart enough to get a limo through a company called D&D, and 10 of us would get a stretch job, and we'd just go down to the city and we'd hit all the clubs, and whatever drugs in front of you did. You did ecstasy, you did coke, you did whatever.
Absolutely.
Whatever.
Don't be rude. I mean,
No,
It's
no.
rude to turn down an offer.
it is.
And the coke was great. I just love the way it smelled.
I know. You and me both.
And then we'd go to Pat's because everything when it closed at 2, or we go to the after hours bars where they had the little, like a speakeasy where they opened the door and they look at you and you can go in and drink. But
I don't
then
think these guys know about what speakeasies are. You guys ever hear that
I
shit?
do.
Yeah, you guys- I thought maybe you called it something different. Go ahead, Anthony. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I watched the burlesque show, whatever.
So,
Mhm.
so time passes, and a girl that I worked with, senior, we moved in together. We were together for 9 years before we got married, and we were together for 19 years. And I did the same thing with the drinking. I yo-yoed up and down, and sometimes I'd be like, that's it. I'm not going to drink for a while. And I just stop. That's all I do. And I made sure I never went out to bars. There was a bar by my house where I would go in. I'd get a shot of Grand Marnier. I'd get a beer and a 6-pack, and then I'd leave. And because that's all I'd have. And my father used to say, "It's so expensive to do that. You should just buy a case." I'm like, but if I get a case, I'm going to drink a case. So,
that is
Good rationale.
So and it worked. And I didn't get back in my car and go back out. And I would get mad whenever my wife would try to steal beer too from me because that's my. That's mine.
You miss. Yeah, excuse you. Yeah, Philly's a different world.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I guess around it was about 10 years ago. The wife left for drinking. She fell in love with her girlfriend, and
Awesome.
Oh,
yeah, you know what? It was the best thing. When she left, she wouldn't tell me why. She's like, "This is for you. This is for us, for the family."
Yeah, it's
You
not you, it's
know,
me.
yeah.
yeah, yes, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when I found out it was a woman, she was a handsome woman too. Uh,
He was a manly man.
yes, yes. I even said to my girl, I said,
I've
"Couldn't you
actually
at
heard
least
that saying before.
That was
like
awesome.
you?
Yeah.
Handsome woman.
Couldn't you like pick like a pretty one or something?"
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and I had the kids every other week. She had the kids every other week, and then I started drinking. I started drinking pretty heavy on a regular basis, and she took me to court. But before I went to court, my attorney suggested that I go to a rehab. It'll look good because she's going to bring up that
Mm-hmm.
you drink a lot and everything else. So I went to the Lancaster retreat for
I know.
20 some days. That
Yeah.
was an adventure. A little backing it up. I had stopped because during that time my friends were telling me you're drinking too much. So
Yeah.
I quit. Again, I just okay, I guess I'm done. And
Yeah.
on the way to treatment, my business partner says there's me, my business partner, one of my buddies, and my girlfriend I had at the time, and he's like, they're gonna check your blood, this and that. And I said they're not gonna find nothing because I take benzos for anxiety too,
Mm-hmm.
3 times a day. I said I haven't even taken my Klonopin or clonazepam or whatever one that I was on at the time.
Yeah.
I said I haven't taken that in months. I haven't drank in months. And he's like, "What? They're not gonna take you." He goes, "You have to have something in your system." I said,
Yeah.
You're kidding. You're kidding me."
Crazy. Yeah.
So, so I was like, "Well, what do I do? I'm clean." And he's like, "Well,
You're
pulls
me.
over
Let's get a
to
drink.
pulls over
I
to a
know.
liquor store,
I've done it.
and I grabbed a couple little bottles of vodka, the little airplane guys,
Yeah.
and put them down, and I blew a .08 illegal limit. I was
Good enough.
lucky. I should have had one more, but
Absolutely.
Uh,
I tell opiate addicts all the time. You go to rehab, do a shooter before you walk in. You'll feel better the next week.
So
or
is that
so.
a thing? So that's
Yeah.
I never knew that. So that
Yeah, that's wild.
So
That's-
in the States, Anthony. So
Yeah.
since you were trying to get help, but since you weren't fucked up at the time, again, right? Check that off. Like they wouldn't take you
please.
because you were clean at the time, but you still wanted
Yeah.
help, and they're like, no way.
your insurance will not cover it. I'm
Right,
sure you could
exactly.
That's
go.
wild.
I
That's
got
Wow.
a
wild.
story for you.
We,
No, a story.
Yeah.
we would
That's
deny
mess.
meth and coke patients because we had no protocol for them. They
Well,
do
so-
now, but back then there was nothing to give you. Go home and sleep for a week. Stop doing meth.
That's
So
how I
it's-
ended up
Yeah.
at the rehab that I met you at, Tim, is because
I know.
when I got sentenced when I went to my sentencing, whatever, he's like, I made it so I could go to rehab, part of my condition of my sentencing.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're like, he's like, oh no, but no, you got to go to jail. You got to go spend some time in jail. I can't just let you go, like, no, but nothing.
Yeah.
And he
Yep.
was like, okay, you got 30 days in jail. And then when you get out, you go straight to rehab. Okay, so I did my time in jail. And when I got out, well, guess what?
Yeah.
I'm going to piss clean.
I know.
The rehab that I had lined up, the detox,
Yeah.
would not take me unless I pissed dirty. If I piss dirty, guess what? I violate my probation. I go back to jail.
Crazy.
That would catch 22.
So
Yeah, I
there's
know,
an
right?
example.
So
sorry.
that somehow or some way, the rehab where I met Tim at, this like about anybody, and they took me, thank God. But I mean, it worked out. It worked out. I guess you know what? In the long run, look, I wouldn't be on this podcast if it didn't work out that way. But you know what? It is messed up.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like,
Yeah.
for example, like, so Jimmy and I being Canadians and hearing that, to me, that blows my mind because,
Yeah.
I mean, we have some government-funded ones here in Canada that, yes, you can get on the list and you might be 4 or 5 weeks before you get in, but they won't turn you away. Like, They
No.
won't they'll take me sober if they know that I have a problem. Like, or I don't even have to prove that I have a problem. I'm just saying that I do have a problem.
When the
They
insurance
will-
is
they
up,
will
your
take-
ass is out that door.
Insurance.
They'll-
And it comes
they'll-
down to insurance
yeah.
and money. Yep.
Wow.
It's if you want to pay out of pocket,
Oh my God.
and I know when I went,
I know some people that do
a
that.
30-day program
30
was
grand.
30 grand. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Cha-ching.
So
inside.
if you want to
Yeah.
walk in with 30 grand,
How much is
clean-
30 days?
Yeah.
It's $1,000 a day essentially.
Wow.
What's
Detox
PSR,
is typically
right?
about six or
Well,
7,000.
Okay.
that's it ties in. Whereas
Yep.
detox or insurance will pay $2,000 and they'll be billed for $5,000. Detox pay what they have detox and residential. You're out of there in 25 days, 20 days maybe if you do really good. And it's a racket. So
But it's a scary thing when I hear that, because, like, for example, I don't want to beat the dead horse here, but like someone who knows that they got a problem and are admitting that they have a problem and wanting to go into some sort of treatment, say, right? So now maybe they haven't done blow for a week. I'm pulling numbers out of my ass here. So they might not have too much in their system. So they go to this program and they're like, no, you have nothing in your system. Well, someone who just got a week clean, what are they going to do? Go do a bump so they can get into treatment? Like, that blows my mind. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yes.
That's why.
And people are dying that way, Brad. And it's a broken
Yeah, it's
system.
wild.
That's why this podcast has a place. That's why we have to fucking help guys along. You know what I mean? Like I've helped people in a way that where like I've helped them circumvent A to D, you know, right from A to B, right?
Mhm.
So now I have I know from trial and error how to do it, how not to do it. So like it's rewarding to tell people do it this, or to just tell them how I did it, not what to do. And people come back months later.
Because most people, I would think, can't afford private sectors and stuff.
No.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
and I understand that. So that's crazy to me. That's just
any
scary.
rehab will take you if you're out of pocket. Any rehab will take you. When we're talking insurance, that's when it comes down to you have to have something in your system. That's what it is.
But most people don't have 30 grand kicking around because guess what?
Private sector is locking your closet door with you in it.
Yeah, but with that being said, most of us are alcoholic junkies. And I'm definitely speaking for myself, and that was me.
And you have to be medically taken off.
But most people that have problems usually don't have 30 grand kicking around, right?
Yeah.
Right. So they would be like state insurance, right? So those people would be state insurance. That's why you have guys coming into rehab up out of their minds, like just wasting on what the hell's going on, because they're doing that one last run thing, and it's like, oh, I got to get one in here, and
tour, baby,
and they know they want to fail.
That's crazy.
Well, the opiate people, they also fail for either benzos or alcohol, because you would get Ativan or whatever included in your detox. That's a pro move right there. That's a pro move. But yeah,
let me tell you one more crazy thing. So, in the court system here, so just saying, if you go to court and they offer you, don't ever do it. But it's called RSTAT. It's rehab inside a prison.
Yeah.
So if they'll offer you that instead of this like long prison sentence, you know. But here's the fact of the matter is, you're gonna have to sit in jail, in county jail, for like up to 8 months to 9 months for waiting for a bed, and all that time you're sitting there,
it's free time
count for nothing.
Oh yeah.
And once you get to prison once you get to the RSTAT, I think it's like an 18-month program. They say, I think it is. But you know what? They can restart you. You can be about a day before you graduate, and they can restart your whole program.
That is fucking crazy. Yeah, there's a whole element with the court.
Because of somebody else, not because of you.
Right, somebody else. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. You don't want to get caught up in that system.
For all.
Right, exactly. Right. So you don't want to get caught up in that system. It's a tough one to get out of, and there are guys like us need real help, real advice, real insight into how to handle ourselves post rehab and all that. Jimmy, when you hear Anthony talk, like he's a Philly dude, right? So like, I'm asking a question I already know the answer to.
You know the Fresh Prince?
Of brother, yeah.
West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playgrounds where I spent most of my days.
Oh yeah.
If you think I didn't have that with a step-by-step going on, I got that somewhere. Yeah. So, Jimmy, what do you hear when Anthony?
Well, one thing, like, okay, I hear like 4 kids. Like when you were going to your treatment center, Anthony, like where were the kids?
When I went there, they stayed with the ex-wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have full custody now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And how old are the kids?
Boy.
The oldest one just moved out. He's 19. My
Okay.
my daughter will be 18.
Yeah.
And then two other boys. One's going to be 14 and one's going to be 12.
Wow. So,
All right.
and
So,
like, how is the
Yeah.
relationship? Like, you're 6.5 years in recovery.
Mhm.
How's the relationship now with your 4 children?
You know what? I can't say it was ever bad. I love my kids. I'm the dad that's at chaperoning
Yes.
every school function.
Right.
Yeah.
You seem like that.
The soccer coach. I'm the I
Had
was
the beer
there
and the
for,
Yeti.
yeah.
Well, Jimmy would teach cycle classes on
Yeah.
so.
Well, like,
But
I wasn't stalking Anthony on Facebook, but all the pictures with his kids, like family guy, and like that's what recovery does. And like saying like you didn't have a bad relationship with your kids, obviously during your active addiction. But I've heard some horror stories where, like, with my kids, for instance, when my wife passed, I was blamed for her dying from alcoholism. And now this relationship I have with my kids, like that relationship when you have kids and when you get into recovery, it's just one of the most amazing, I call it a byproduct of recovery, And my hat's off to you, man. Like, wow.
Thanks.
Good for you.
And I never drank in front of my kids. And my youngest kids, my older kids knew a little bit more because I explained it earlier on. But I told my youngest kids, I said, look, this is a disease. And I believe it's a genetic disease. And I said, look at this. Your father's an alcoholic. I said, your grandma is. I said, your aunt is. On mom's side, you got this, you got that. I said, you're an alcoholic. I said, so don't even take that first drink because chances are, I'm 90+% chance you are. So they're well aware of it. They love that I do my meetings. They think I'm super dad,
You are.
I chair every Friday. My home group is called Happy Hour Malvern. Malvern's area outside.
Oh, I know Malvern is where Recovery Centers of America is. And if you know the Kensington area, all that, Malvern is where you.
That's your favorite area, right?
It's Kensington. He's talking. Just when you say Malvern, I think of that place where I worked for a little bit. So I'm sorry. Carry on.
No, that's all right. But anyway, I gave them that speech, and they love that I do that. Like I said, I chair. I also try to find people for meetings because we have Monday is a story meeting. Tuesday is a speaker topic meeting. Wednesday is big book meeting. Thursday is like tonight, is a story meeting. And then Friday night is first year story. All they talk is their first year of quitting drinking and what AA was like and everything else.
Love that. We love that.
And we get a huge turnout for those because even people that have 20, 30 years, 40 years, they come to it.
You know what? No, I like that you say that, Anthony, because this is how I look at it. I love that idea. I love that topic because you got people that are 15, 20, 40 years sober. I think it's good for them guys to remember that first year because it's still just a drink away, right? So it's good to hear that. So that's cool you brought that up. I like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I found it's like a little like I said, about 6.5 years ago, my business partner said to me, "You got to go to AA. Everybody AA." And I said, all right, I'll go. And I had been before, but I'd never gotten into the program. And so my first couple of years, I couldn't stand it. I walk in, I'm not a religious guy. All the God signs all over the place. I did, the newcomers, they're the ones that come in right when it starts, that sit in the back, that don't say nothing. That was me. I had a meeting I went to where somebody asked me if I had an app for my phone and everything AA. and it's a great app. It's a free app. If you guys don't know about it, it's called Everything AA. It lists all the meetings. And I found this one group. She goes, try out this one group, the one that I'm at. And I went in there and I said, wow. I said, I kind of like these people. They're nice. So I think I've missed 2 meetings in 3.5 years. I go to a meeting every day. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I just keep going. And of course, there's the day I feel like going, but I go.
Yeah.
And I don't follow everything.
Good.
There's both sides, and
There
I
always is.
take what I can, and I leave the rest.
Boy, see, that's the mindset that people need to adapt.
Yeah, and
I know for me, like I'm an AA guy too, Anthony. Or I like, but the one thing I can say in this podcast is there music playing in the background? Or is it just
Oh
me?
my God, no, it's
just
it
you.
shouldn't be.
Just you, not me today.
There we go.
Go
on now.
Chicken dinner.
That's
it's
gone
the
now.
voices.
You need to do a whisper now.
Yeah.
If-
But
if-
what I was going to say is I'm an AA guy, so that's how I started off in my recovery, and AA's been nothing but great to me. I like that you said that because I definitely take what I need and I leave the rest behind. But one thing I'm learning further down the road in my recovery, again, it's one day at a time, I get that. But here it goes, boys. There's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. I just need a bald cat. So at the end of the day, there's so many. Like we are fortunate enough to be in the world of technology that we are in because we have the world right here in our fingertips. So there's so many different platforms. Like AA's worked for me. It sounds like it's worked for you some too as well, obviously, Anthony. But at the end of the day, there's so many different recovery platforms out there. So that's one thing I like to strive and say to our viewers as well. Like you know what I mean. So for me, I live in rural Saskatchewan, it's a bunch of little small towns. So that's basically all I have is an AA, and I'm thankful that I do. I'm not saying that any different. But with that being said, it's okay out there, people, to find a different avenue and find smart recovery, find different programs. The biggest thing I could say from my experience, I'm only 3.5 years, not only 3.5 years of good 3.5 years.
Great. It's awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
So with what I want to stress to viewers out there, though, is find your avenue, find what works for you, and it'll work as long as you're happy and as long as you're sober and as long as you're working whatever program it might be and you're staying sober. Keep doing what you're doing because that's what recovery's about, right there.
I also did a lot of there's a group you can get online too, and I believe they have actual physical brick and mortar places called Smart Recovery. And they deal more with the rational REBT, the rational emotional behavioral therapy,
Right.
And it's just another
I'm not
way.
rational, though.
Well, I know you're not.
It's just another way to get tools, and they offer sex and love addiction, gambling, drug, alcohol, you name it all. I took a little bit from them.
Yeah.
And I'm fortunate enough that when I said I've had enough and I'm going to go to a meeting, I never went back. I still get, which is weird to me, I still get alcohol dreams every now and then.
Do you really?
Wow.
Yeah, I still do.
Do you drink? Do you actually drink the alcohol, or are you just running around trying to get it?
Trying to get it.
Right.
It's weird.
It's same thing. I know. Isn't it crazy? You never get that thing the
But you always have it in your hand.
Right,
exactly.
exactly.
You never take it.
Never got it.
That's so funny because I've heard numerous times. That's crazy because everybody that I and on this podcast and people that have that dream never actually do, but have it. Like, so
Yep.
for me, I've had the cocaine dream, Anthony, where I've been sitting here and I've had a pile in front of me, but I've never put my face to it.
But did you
which-
wake up and think you thought you did it in your dream, but you're like, no, I never did it. What the fuck?
No, I never did it.
What the hell?
Yeah, so it's weird how everybody has almost that same identical dream or whatever substance they did, but never actually consumed it in some way. It's weird.
Right.
Right.
It was all about the behavior.
You're
trying
winning
to get
even
it.
in your dreams.
Exactly, right? And it's time to wake up, and I don't quite have my drugs yet, but I do. Or I have them, and I'm like trying to find a place to do them, and I can't. Whatever it is, I never do what I'm dreaming about. And as I talk to more addicts, they say the exact same thing. They're like, it's more about the bullshit that goes around with it. And I think that's a mindset of recovery, really. Maybe in a just like a I don't know, like a dream state. Like you're I don't know. I'm not a psychiatrist, obviously, but like there's probably something there that ties it all
Well,
together.
you know what Larry always used to tell me, because I had that a dream like that when I was in treatment center, and I woke up the next day pissed off, kind of like what Will said. Like I woke up like fuck. I was surrounded by all this blowing booze and blah, blah, blah. Like I was getting write it down, Jimmy. Yeah, but I was mad at myself. Like I was disappointed in myself, and Larry kind of giggled at me and laughed. He's like, haha. I'm like, what? Like I was mad. Like, what's so damn funny? You know what I mean? And he's like, that's addiction, knowing that you're fighting and it's losing a bit. It's just trying to get in your head. And I'm like, as soon as he said that, it made me feel better about myself, because I'm like, yeah, screw you, addiction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right?
That's another one.
Yeah. I said screw you, not fuck you. Sorry.
And here we go. New pen, please. Thank you.
Potato.
You've got mail.
Ray
But
Romano.
so it's cool that we have these dreams, I think, because honestly, all of
Or
us
is it
are.
astro projecting?
I just feel like I actually feel, well, maybe, but I feel like it's show. I think it shows us strength in our recovery,
I
because
agree.
we are winning in what we were doing, and that's addiction saying, knocking at the door like, oh, I haven't left yet, but we're like, not today, Karen.
Or that's a
Right?
parallel universe where you actually didn't get high in it, so you're living another life, but you didn't get high. You stayed sober.
Yes.
That's right. Exactly. Anthony, thank you so much for coming on our show. Is there anything you'd like to leave us with? Parting words of wisdom, anything like that?
Just if you're going the AA path, just think of it as bar hopping. You're not going to like every meeting.
Yep.
You're not going to like every group. On trying different ones till you find the right one. Or like me, I isolate. That's part of my OCD. But go on to Zoom. You can check Zoom. Just keep looking. Keep trying. Try the smart recovery. Just try. You'll find something. But my sponsor, who I've never really used, he said to me, I said, what do I do here now? I got to do this 12 book thing, 12 and 12 and da-da-da. He goes, you think you got a drinking problem? I said, yeah. He goes, okay, so we got that covered. And now go to meetings. I said, what else? He goes, go to meetings.
Yeah.
I'm like, what else? He's like, go to meetings.
Go to meetings.
Yeah.
It's there. You'll figure it out from there. That's step one. I don't need to tell you step 1 through 5, because those are unwritten and those are up to you. But step 1, if you're in a sober house, you go to a meeting. That's what you do. Absolutely.
And you know what? For me, like, so right now, guys, and I know I say this quite often. So my normal meetings, I usually go Mondays and Wednesdays, and we have podcasts Sundays and Wednesdays. So right here, what we did tonight, meeting Anthony, meeting a new guy, hearing a story, talking with all my buddies on here and all of our viewers. Guess what? Hi, I'm Brad, and I'm an alcoholic addict.
Hey, come back.
And
keep coming back.
And I'm fucking coming back. This is my meeting, right? I'm thankful every day to have this as my meeting, because
sign your sheet when we're done.
you know what, Willie? You're my fucking sponsor now, so I'll get a call after the show.
Well, I hear in your accent, I hear your age. Like, you and I are pretty much the same era, cut from the same kind of cloth. And like I know what it's like out there. It's a different world. Like Will, Jim, Brad. I know you guys go to like Vancouver or wherever, like Winnipeg, but like Philly,
Georgia, remember?
Georgia. I'm not saying you're not. You're in rural Georgia. You get a pack of cigarettes, takes an hour. This dude is in. He's in Philly, and Philly just spreads out. It's like, and there's bad shit out there, and like, good on him that he caught it. But like, man, it's harder to get clean out there. It really is. There's a lot more noise, and hard to sift through it. I came from there. So I mean, I'm so grateful you came on our show tonight.
Absolutely.
I'd love to have you back on. You know,
yeah.
you're a beauty.
Anytime.
Absolutely.
Anytime.
Comment. The show will be logged on Spotify and all that stuff. There's so many comments, dude. I can't even. He's the best. He's so handsome. He's the best. Thank you, Anthony. Philly
Thank
is
you.
rough. All right, my friend Anthony Cocco. Everybody, what a
Did you say Coke or Coco?
Coco.
Cokey.
I heard
Will, where'd
Coke.
you go?
Oh, where'd Will go?
I'm right here.
There's Will.
All right.
Hi, Will.
So let's, as I do the cameras,
I
let's
didn't go nowhere.
discuss. What did you guys think of Anthony? I heard it in his.
Fuck.
Yeah, I heard his
Oh,
voice.
I heard you say it. You said the F word.
One.
Hey.
One.
Watch this. Hold
One.
on. Hold on.
One. That's it.
Almost. Almost.
So
Honestly, guys.
He didn't look like his picture. He
he said he just got a
Yeah,
haircut.
Lieutenant
I know he said he just got a
Frank.
haircut. So
catfished us.
No. Actually, it was on. I was on some sobriety. It was on Friends of Bill, and it was like, "Hey, looking for speakers at a beginners meeting." So I threw my name in the hat, and like I'm booked into September 11th. Like they're
I
just
know you
booked
are.
solid.
That's 9/11.
And,
Are you
and I'm
sure
like,
you
"Hey,
wanted to-
dude, like, would you be up?" Like, yeah, jumped at them thing, and like the guy's hilarious. Just love him. Just love him.
He's a good dude.
Yep.
Did he have an accent? Did you think you heard?
Oh
like,
yeah, I picked.
yeah.
I heard that.
Pick
Mike
up on
kinda
it?
like that twang. Yeah,
he
love
went
him.
to rehab out in Lancaster, which is where all the
Thanks.
Amish people are.
Thanks,
I forgot
brother.
to
Tell
ask
the
him.
boys, same anytime you need me, reach out. Love you guys. That's what
You know
I
what I
have.
mean?
Text
Been a
them.
long time.
Oh
Team
yeah.
Team Trash, and like we wear
Love 'em.
jerseys and we do it all like high energy and shit because we promote the team mentality. We promote the recovery as a group mentality. And
I got the team
you know,
sock strap on. Don't worry.
yeah, Will's got the ass chaps.
You got talking trash, ashless chaps? Really?
Yeah. It's pretty sweet.
Nice.
Oh, Jimmy, you were wearing
Jimmy.
the Trasher logo jersey, right? Ah, here it is, the 200. Beautiful,
Oh
absolutely
yeah.
gorgeous.
Ooh, I got a new tag for my truck. It's the 250-year it's a tag for Georgia tag.
Yeah, it
But
sounds
it's the
awesome.
250. Anyhow, go ahead. Sorry.
I love that for you.
Good for you.
So if
Good
you
for
want to
you.
look like us, you can go on here. I'm really worried about the number count on the top of the screen. I'm not even
Well,
sure that
because
is
you're out of this
Is it
world.
real?
1 hour, 6 minutes, 42 seconds.
okay. I see.
He's at 50 trillion.
I have probably 75 zeros before 50 seconds.
Damn, boy.
Damn, boy.
I was saying, this is every time we do a show, there's some kind of new problem. This one was
seconds.
this was pretty good, but I got to capture.
Do you
this
get
now.
paid
I
for
have it up.
all these problems that you try to solve for the StreamYard?
Do I get paid for it? No, I pay
You
them
need to get paid.
$49 a month.
You need to be on that payroll.
I pay them
No,
like
no kidding.
I pay them like $50 a month to use their shit. Listen, we're
And that's
And
messed up.
we're
You're
gone.
paying somebody to fix their shit, you know?
pretty much. I mean,
And now we're on Zoom.
And
I
now
know.
we're on Zoom. Now
Zoom.
we're on
If you wanted to
dial-up.
do this on Zoom, that's $50. Do it on
Yeah.
Zoom is $50 to
Yeah.
do whatever they do. So anyway, there was our guest last week. She's like, "Well, why don't you do it like this?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I thought."
I think last week, honestly, like I think that was just a weird coincidence in a way.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Because we've had like I've had bad internet. We've all had bad connections before, but that's never happened. Like
But
you know,
Yeah,
what
I
was
did.
weird.
It can't happen. I researched it.
You want
Will's
to know
connection
the
can't fuck
time
us
that I
up.
get kicked off the most? We all four can be on, but anytime we have a guest from Canada, even though you guys are from Canada, but anytime we have another guest from Canada is when I'm always getting kicked off.
All right.
Sorry,
There's no satellites
I'm
looking
just
at you
saying,
right
though.
now. There's
I'm
no
Just
hard-
saying.
I'm just
You're just saying.
just
So
saying.
I get it.
We're
There's no
we're
satellites.
terracing.
Antenna up with the 10
So my question though,
that's what I'm
Tim being the honestly, and I'll be the brains of the operation. What do you think it was last week?
Oh, I'll tell you right now.
it was
I
probably
think
the solar.
it was
solar, burst.
shut the fuck up, Will. I think what it
Oh,
was.
well, it's going for Tim.
I think because she kept it worked for a minute and then all of a sudden lose audio, and she's like, "I can't hear you. You can't hear me." That happens when Bluetooth activates a
Yes.
device or whatever.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm thinking it's Will. So as soon as I kicked him out, she figured it out. so it looked like, but like I
Oh,
had
so
to.
you blame me, and that's why you kicked me off.
It's funny, and then we just talked about before that show that I'm like, dude, I never kick you out. I always that time for the first time I had to kick him out to try to save the broadcast, and she was good, but I think it sounds like Bluetooth to me. It sounds like it works for a second and then it drops out, and then like
so it's pick it up,
When
not
in
pick it
doubt,
up, pick it
blame
up,
Will.
not pick it up.
Yeah. For it to do act like that, that's what it sounds like. So we're gonna work through those like Bluetooth issues and the orientation lock, all that stuff. We have exhaustive efforts in that area. But Jenny says she loves everybody. Thank you, Anthony, for spirit.
Oh yeah.
Put $1 in the jar, Jim.
Oh yeah, Jimmy, fuck. That's what she meant.
Or is that?
The swear jar.
Thank you all for your support to others. And
I'm gonna
thank you
need a
guys.
45-gallon drum for my swear jar.
Yep, you are.
What's a
But they're
45
55
gallon?
gallon.
I thought it was 55.
It's a big barrel. Whatever, sure. Big
barrel.
barrel.
Whatever you
barrel.
say. Yeah, Anthony was cool, and like, man, I expected him to be like, "Yep, I was in Kensington." Yeah, I know. He missed that area. Thank God for him. But yeah, he's not far from like the biggest open air drug market in the world. No, Bethany, use StreamYard. We do a lot, and there's a lot of things like computer wise, tech-wise in the background that
Timmy's
can
too
cause
advanced for
stuff.
StreamYard.
But that's pretty much what it is. I mean, I push it to the limits, and I rather push to the limits and edit out Bruce Springsteen or whatever I did to fuck it up. So like that's what makes us fun. We're loud and we have. So yeah, I never kicked you out. So all right, let's read our daily just for.
In closing here on Talkin' Trash Podcast, we read an NA traditional reading called Just for Today.
This is for Anthony.
Uh-oh. What is
Hello.
it? Hello.
It's Fresh Prince
Hello.
of Bel-Air.
Oh,
You're listening for it.
I can hear it in the background.
I can't hear him. No.
I hear some jingling.
Ooh.
there it goes, Fresh Prince.
Wait, wait.
Jesus Christ, who is doing that? All right, it is called
Jimmy.
Patience. Christ, Jimmy.
I got a
Patience.
Bluetooth phone. I got a Bluetooth fan.
Just for
Yeah,
today,
well-
we were trapped by our need for the instant gratification that drugs
Ooh.
gave us.
Ah.
Basic text, page 25.
It's a long one, Will. You can take breaks. Do your thing.
Nope, go ahead.
I want what I want, and I want it now. That's about as patient as most of us ever get in our addiction, or active addiction. The obsession and compulsion of our disease gave us one track, one way of thinking. When we wanted something, that's all we thought.
Oop.
About in the wait, what
we
happened?
thought-
Wait, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay. That is, wait, we already read that page.
No, you didn't.
This is
Oh, my
about,
Lord.
Okay, there we go. We wanted some of our wishes in pure fantasy. If we think about it, we'll realize we have no reason to believe those wishes will be fulfilled in our lifetimes. We probably can't even fulfill all our realistic desires. Hey.
I muted Jimmy. Go ahead.
Oh, you're back. We need to go back a page.
No, you don't. You said fulfill them all at once.
Wait, recovery. At once, in order to acquire or achieve some things, we will have to sacrifice others. In our addiction, we sought instant gratification, squandering our resources. In recovery, you must learn to prioritize sometimes denying the gratification of someone or whatever. Wait, why do it in small screen?
I see this. I want to see it.
No.
Yep.
Desires in order to fulfill more important long-term goals. To do so requires patience. To find the patience, we practice our program of recovery, seeking the kind of full-bodied spiritual awakening that will allow us to live and enjoy life on life's terms.
Sounds like coffee, like a full-bodied roast.
Are we done yet? Just for today, baby Jesus, help me discover what's most important in my life. Help me learn patience, so that I can devote my resources to the important things like Tic Tacs.
Tic Tac.
Tic Tac.
Just for today, Will. What is that? What does that mean?
Do you know how difficult that was for me to read?
I was brutal. I know. Sometimes
because I'm sitting outside, so therefore, like the background, like my background with the phone is like yellow because I have like the evening time, like the cozy lighting going on. So like the yellow with the white on the text or of the it kind of blends. Like my eyes are messing up, dude.
Oh my God, it's all right. Well, we all read at a third grade level here. All right. Anybody?
It means a lot to me.
Absolutely. No, Will is going to tell us what this means real quick after I say. Well, what does this mean to you? What did the reading mean to you? That's the rule. Patience.
It means I need patience.
Mm-hmm. Insightful, and you know what? Right to the core too, bud. I mean, you really get down to the core of things. Will, not Will. Brad, what does this mean to you?
I think I need patience.
I told you.